Have you ever stopped to consider that every single success, every failure, every moment of joy, and every moment of sorrow in your life depends on your thoughts? It is believed that our thinking shapes our future. Whether you want to become the richest person in the world or find peace in your own life, it all starts from one single place, your mindset. Think about it. What is the reason one person finds an opportunity in every difficult situation, while someone else looks at the exact same problem and panics? Why do some people stop in their tracks, paralyzed by the fear of failure, while others learn from that failure and come back stronger? The difference lies in their thinking, in their mindset. The one thing that sets the world's most successful people apart isn't just money, resources, or talent. It's their mindset. Friends, in this audiobook, we will talk about the unknown world of mindset, which can give your life the direction you have always wanted. Whether it's your career goals, financial success, relationships, or personal growth, the right mindset can bring a magical transformation to every aspect of your life. Imagine yourself, a few years from now, living your dream life. You have everything you ever dreamed of. Now, think about the thought process of the person who has reached that place. That same thinking, that same mindset will be shared with you in this audiobook. We will tell you how you can change your pattern of thinking, how you can identify your limiting beliefs and break free from them, and how you can become the person who faces every difficult situation with a smile. But just knowing won't be enough. You have to apply it in your own life. That's why this audiobook isn't just theory and ideas. It contains practical exercises, step-by-step techniques, and proven strategies that will rewire your mindset. We will show you how to make your thinking growth-oriented so that challenges become not a source of fear, but an opportunity to move forward. From Bill Gates to Oprah Winfrey, from Elon Musk to J.K. Rowling, all famous individuals have mastered one thing, and that is the strength of their mindset. They learned how to turn failure into a stepping stone to success, how to transform rejection into motivation, and how to use setbacks as stepping stones. You can develop these qualities too. All you need is the right guidance and the right mindset. And that is exactly what we will discuss in this audiobook. We will guide you toward that correct mindset. We will give you the perspective that will help you see an opportunity in everything, from life's small problems to its biggest challenges. So if you truly want to turn your dreams into reality, if you want to become extraordinary in your own life, then you must listen to this audiobook to the very end. Welcome to a new way of thinking, a new beginning, and a new path to success. If you are one of those few people who want to achieve something great in their life, then like this audiobook right now and comment below, "This is my time." Come on, friends, let's begin this transformative journey of mindset. Get ready because you are about to learn everything that will change your life forever. Friends, have you ever thought about how much power the right mindset can hold? Mindset means our pattern of thinking. Mindset is the lens through which we view our own lives. Every single thought, every belief, and every reaction comes from this mindset. But the question is, how does the mindset hold so much power that it can change someone's entire life? To understand this, we will go deep with some real-life examples, a powerful story, and practical solutions. Friends, the mindset of Apple's co-founder Steve Jobs is an extraordinary example of how a different perspective can make a person one of the most creative and successful people in the world. When Jobs was forced out of the very company he created in 1985, it was a huge blow for him. For anyone, this situation could have been very painful, but Jobs didn't see it as a failure. Instead, he took it as a new chance. Jobs said at the time, "It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life." This means he saw this difficult time as an opportunity, and this perspective helped him create iconic companies like Pixar and Next. Eventually, Apple also realized that they could not move forward without their visionary leader. And a few years later, Jobs was brought back to Apple. Friends, what can we learn from this? We learn that if Jobs had thought his life was over, then perhaps things like Apple, Pixar, and the iPhone would never have come into this world. His mindset gave him the opportunity for a new beginning within that failure. The real power of mindset becomes visible when we learn to see challenges as opportunities. Friends, there is an old story that can help you understand the true power of mindset. One day, a grandfather was teaching his grandson a great lesson of life. He said, "Inside all of us, there are two wolves. One wolf is filled with negativity, fear, and envy. The other wolf is filled with positivity, courage, and love. These two wolves are constantly fighting each other inside us." The grandson thought for a moment and asked, "Grandfather, which one wins in the end?" The grandfather replied, "The one you feed." This story shows us that which mindset becomes influential in our lives depends on which thoughts we give importance to. If we indulge fear, insecurity, and negativity, that is what will manifest in our lives. But if we embrace thoughts of courage, optimism, and growth, we will see the results of those things in our lives. Friends, there are essentially two types of mindsets. The first is a fixed mindset, and the second is a growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities and skills are fixed. They fear challenges, run away from failure, and view criticism negatively. For example, if someone thinks they are not good at public speaking, they assume they can never improve at it. This kind of thinking halts their personal growth. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset believe they can develop any skill or ability through practice and learning. These people face challenges with excitement, learn from failure, and always try to improve. For example, Michael Jordan was cut from his school's basketball team, but he didn't give up. His growth mindset motivated him to continuously improve. And today, he is considered a legend of basketball. Friends, if you also want to shift your thinking toward a growth mindset, I'm about to share a few simple and practical strategies. Listen carefully. Friends, the first strategy is self-reflection. Ask yourself, when you face a situation of potential failure, how do you view it? Do you see it as your weakness and stop? Or do you see it as an opportunity for improvement? The second strategy is to set learning-oriented goals. Don't always base your goals on outcomes. Make them learning-oriented. Instead of a goal like, I must be the top scorer, set a goal like, I need to understand the concepts thoroughly. This keeps the focus on learning. Friends, the third strategy is to take criticism as feedback. If someone points out your mistake, don't take it personally or become defensive. Try to learn from that feedback, because in a growth mindset, criticism is the first step to improving you. Friends, a powerful mindset can take your life in a direction you never even imagined. Its true meaning is to program your thinking in such a way that you can see every difficult situation as a new opportunity. Steve Jobs used to say, innovation is the ability to see change as an opportunity, not a threat. If we think about this statement deeply, we will understand that the real power of mindset lies in making our thoughts positive and opportunity-oriented. So remember, change your thinking and life will change on its own. By making your mindset powerful and growth-oriented, every big and small problem in your life will become a new opportunity for you. Come on, friends. Let's understand the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset more deeply. The biggest reason for success in our lives is our mindset. And specifically, what is our mindset like? A growth mindset or a fixed mindset? To understand this difference, we don't need to look at the people around us. The stories of the world's most successful people are enough to make us believe this. In a village, there were two friends, Michael and David. They both studied at the same school, and they both loved to draw. One day, their school held a drawing competition. Michael worked very hard for the competition, but he didn't win. David also participated, and he also lost. Michael, with his fixed mindset, thought after losing, maybe I'm just not good at drawing. There's no point in me trying anymore. He accepted defeat and stopped drawing. But David, with his growth mindset, wasn't disheartened after losing. He thought, I didn't win this time, but if I work harder and keep learning, I will surely win one day. David saw the loss as a learning opportunity, and he applied himself to improving his drawing every day. A few years later, David won many competitions and became a successful artist, whereas Michael could never fulfill his dream. This is the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. Friends, the name Colonel Sanders immediately brings to mind KFC's delicious fried chicken. But his success story is full of struggle and rejection. Colonel Sanders started his business at the age of 65. Back then, all he had was a social security check and a fried chicken recipe. He knocked on the doors of many restaurants to sell his recipe, but he was rejected more than 1,000 times. If he had had a fixed mindset, he would have assumed there was nothing special about his recipe and given up. But his mindset was growth-oriented. He saw every rejection as an opportunity to move one step forward and kept trying persistently. Finally, a restaurant owner accepted his recipe, and that recipe spread all over the world as KFC. Colonel Sanders' growth mindset gave him the strength to face every difficult situation with new energy. His perseverance and growth-oriented thinking brought him recognition in the global fast food industry, even at retirement age. Friends, now let's learn how, above all, we can develop a growth mindset so we can fully unlock our potential. First of all, it's essential that we see failure as a learning opportunity. Whenever you fail at something, see it as a chance to learn. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? And use that lesson to move forward. Like Michael Jordan took rejection as a lesson and focused on making his game better. Next comes the matter of positive self-talk. Often we think negative thoughts about ourselves, like, I can't do this, or I'm not good at this. This has to change. For a growth mindset, it's crucial that we tell ourselves, I can't do it yet, but I can learn. Positive self-talk boosts our confidence and helps us face challenges better. Setting learning-oriented goals is also a crucial step for a growth mindset. Always make goals that are based not just on the result, but on learning. Instead of saying, I must be the best in the presentation, say, I need to improve my presentation skills. This type of goal helps maintain focus on improvement and aids in developing a growth mindset. Accepting feedback is part of a growth mindset. When someone points out your mistake, don't see it as criticism, but as a tool for improvement. This way, you can learn something new from every experience. Finally, it's important to value effort. In a growth mindset, effort is valued more than the result. Appreciate your small improvements and efforts. This will give you motivation and help you on your growth mindset journey. Friends, a growth mindset can create a path for you through which you can view every difficult situation in your life with a new perspective. No matter how difficult your current situation may seem, a growth mindset will show you a new opportunity in every challenge. By adopting a growth mindset, you too can bring that positivity and motivation into your life, which will show you a new way to make a comeback in every difficult situation. So the question now is, which type of mindset do you choose? Friends, then let's talk about how we can shift our mindset so that we can give our thoughts a new direction and bring real change to our lives. Shifting your mindset isn't just a decision, it's about making it a lifestyle. We often ask ourselves, why do some people keep moving forward even when faced with challenges, while others just remain stuck in their problems? The answer lies in our mindset. A mindset shift means completely changing your thinking and perspective so that we can see any difficult situation as an opportunity. Friends, first, we will tell you what practical tips exist for a mindset shift, which you can use to improve your thinking and build a strong mindset. Daniel was a boy from a small town who dreamed of becoming a great man. There came a time in his life when he failed his very first job interview. Daniel thought, maybe I'm not cut out for this job. But what he did next was transformative for his thinking. Daniel thought, what can I learn this time that will make me better next time? He talked to himself and realized he needed to work on his communication skills, interview preparation, and confidence. Then, he gradually changed his approach. Instead of just thinking, he started taking action to improve his weakness. Over the next 6 months, he improved his skills so much that his second interview became a beautiful success. Daniel's mindset shift happened with his hard work and new way of thinking. Friends, I'm sure you've heard the name Thomas Edison. When he invented the electric light bulb, he had to face failure thousands of times. He himself said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. If Edison had accepted defeat after these failures, perhaps we wouldn't be using the light bulb today, we'd say. Edison's mindset was to learn something new from every failure. And this mindset shift led him to success. You can adopt this mindset too. See failure as a learning opportunity, not as a loss. Come on, friends. Let's now talk about some practical tips for shifting your mindset. Friends, the first step is to change your self-talk. We often say negative things to ourselves, like, I can't do this. This thinking doesn't let us move forward. If we change it to, what can I learn from this that will make me better? Then this thinking shows us a new direction. For example, if you fail an exam, tell yourself, what mistake did I make this time, and how can I correct it? This kind of thinking will not only prevent you from getting frustrated, but will also help you create a solid plan for the next time. Try to replace negative thoughts with positive self-talk whenever they arise. This will gradually shift your mindset. Friends, the second step is to embrace challenge. Every challenge hides a new opportunity. When we see a difficult situation as an opportunity, we get a chance to learn something new from it. Suppose you are given a new project at the office that seems difficult to you. Instead of taking it as a challenge, see it as your learning opportunity. This thinking will increase your confidence, and you will find new ways to face that challenge. Friends, the third step is to spend time with positive people. The people around us and our environment greatly influence our mindset. For example, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, at the start of his career, surrounded himself with inspirational people, which increased his confidence and led him to success. So try to keep people around you who help your growth and inspire you. As Jim Rohn said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, be with positive people who boost your confidence. Friends, finally, taking consistent action is very important. Nothing changes just by thinking. Real change comes when you turn your thoughts into action. Take the example of Jeff Bezos. He worked consistently on his company, and this consistency led him to success. If you want to achieve your goal, you have to work on it every day. This consistent action will strengthen your mindset and lead you to your goal. By following these practical tips, you too can make your mindset growth-oriented and bring real change to your life. Friends, a mindset shift is not the work of a single day. Rather, it's a continuous process. If you change your thinking and follow the practical tips we mentioned, you will see that the problems in your life will also become easier. Just as Daniel changed his thinking and Edison learned from every failure, you too can move toward success by shifting your mindset. So from today, make your thinking positive and growth-oriented, and see every challenge in life as a new opportunity, because this is the mindset that can change your entire life. Friends, if you want to achieve something great in your life, another powerful technique is visualization. Visualization is a technique where you mentally imagine that you have already achieved your goals. This means seeing your dreams come true before your very eyes. When you visualize, you create a clear picture in your mind of what your life will be like after achieving the goal, how you will feel, and what your environment will be like. It's like watching a movie of your own future. As a result, your brain and body become inspired and prepared to work towards that goal. In this process, your imagination becomes a powerful tool that helps bring you closer to your goal. Friends, have you ever heard of Jim Carrey? He once said in an interview how he trained his subconscious mind by visualizing success. Jim Carrey had nothing at the time, but one day he wrote himself a check for $10 million for his dream job, and he would keep it with him in his car. He would think that one day he would get exactly this amount for a movie. This was his visualization technique. When Jim Carrey was shooting for Dumb and Dumber in 1994, he remembered that picture of the check, and he was indeed given a check for $10 million for that movie. Jim Carrey's story proves that through visualization, you can embed your desires so deeply in your subconscious mind that they become true. Friends, how does visualization actually work? Friends, visualization works by programming our brain in a certain direction. When we imagine our goals in detail in our minds, our brain starts to accept it as reality. Suppose you are visualizing yourself as a successful person. You imagine that you are confident, people respect you, and you have the life you want. This visualization signals our subconscious mind that we must move toward this goal. In this way, our brain and body start working to achieve the thing we repeatedly see in our minds. That is, visualization is a powerful way to turn your thoughts into action. Let's do a practical exercise through which you can implement this visualization technique in your own life. Every night before sleeping, sit in a quiet place and close your eyes. Now imagine your goal. Think, what is your dream? Do you want financial freedom? Or do you want to be a successful entrepreneur? See this goal deeply in your mind. If your dream is to own a big company, then imagine that you are leading your team in your office, making decisions, and closing successful deals. Now, connect your emotions to this visualization. Feel the happiness, satisfaction, and excitement you would feel upon achieving the goal. These emotions activate your subconscious mind so that it can transform your thinking into your actions and make your goal your reality. Practice this technique for 5 to 10 minutes every night. The more you do this daily, the more you will see a change in your mindset and a positive shift in your actions. Friends, visualization will not be effective until you combine it with consistent action. Imagining success is just the beginning. Real success is achieved when you work hard and take focused action to achieve it. Take action every day aligned with your visualized success. When you clarify your goal and see it in your visualization, your subconscious mind will naturally inspire you to take the right steps in that direction. Remember, the perfect combination of vision and action is what takes you to the door of success. Friends, your subconscious mind can become your biggest friend. You just have to train it correctly. Visualization is not just a mental exercise, but a powerful tool that aligns your thoughts, actions, and emotions with your goals. When you assume your dreams are true and visualize them, your subconscious mind starts working in that direction. So friends, start visualizing your success from today. When you see it before your eyes, your mind and actions will automatically step forward to make it true. Friends, if you truly want to achieve something great in your life, then never give up. When you fail repeatedly on your journey, that's when true strength is revealed. It is natural for failures to come as obstacles in our lives, but how you handle them and how you pick yourself up and stand again is the real test of a powerful mindset. In every great achiever's story, we always see one thing: resilience and perseverance. These two things have the power to turn any failure into success. No matter how difficult the situation, the attitude of never giving up sets us apart from the rest. Think, if Thomas Edison had given up on his invention journey, would we have the electric light bulb today? Edison conducted over 10,000 experiments while inventing the bulb. He faced failure again and again in those experiments. But Edison picked himself up and tried again each time. When he was asked why he didn't give up after so many attempts, his answer was, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This was Edison's resilience. If he had thought after each failure that it was impossible, perhaps we would still be in the dark today. Edison's journey shows that resilience doesn't mean you won't fail. It means you will get back up every time you fail. Friends, Michael Jordan, considered one of the greatest basketball players in the world, also has a journey that is an excellent example of resilience. Early in his school days, he was rejected from the school basketball team. That rejection didn't break him. It made him stronger. He worked hard, improved himself, and sharpened his skills every day. Jordan once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." This attitude made him a champion. He considered every failure a new lesson and made himself better each time. My friends, the most important aspect of a powerful mindset is to never give up. There comes a moment in every person's life when they feel defeated. But this very moment gives them the best opportunity to stand up again. To reach any big goal, you will have to fail repeatedly and get back up. The moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win. Giving up means moving away from your dreams and hard work. When you decide to try one more time, that's when you move toward true victory. Friends, the question now is, how can you bring this never give up attitude into your own life? Let's learn some practical solutions with which you can strengthen your resilience and perseverance. First of all, acknowledge failure and learn from it. Consider every difficult situation a part of growth, not a closed door. Whenever you fail, ask yourself, what can be learned from this? Like Edison, who saw every experiment as a lesson, you too learn from your mistakes and avoid repeating them. Next, maintain positive self-talk. Talking positively to yourself during failure is very important. Negative self-talk will make you weaker. So tell yourself, this is just a lesson. I have to become stronger from this, and I have to try again. This kind of self-talk will uplift you mentally and emotionally. Break your goal into small steps. The journey to a big goal can seem difficult. So break it down into small milestones. Like Michael Jordan saw every practice session as a step toward improving his game. Similarly, move forward with small steps and celebrate each milestone. Read inspirational stories and create a positive environment around you. Inspiration is very important for increasing resilience and perseverance. Read inspirational stories and spend time with people who encourage you. As Jim Rohn said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, be with positive people who increase your confidence. Now, finally, give consistent effort and have patience. Patience is a key factor. A little progress every day makes a big difference. If you are consistent, small successes will come, which will make you stronger. By following these small steps, you can make the work or conscious never give up attitude a part of your life and move firmly toward every goal. Friends, a powerful mindset is incomplete without resilience and perseverance. Setbacks will come in life. Failures will come. But the real victory belongs to those who never give up. No matter how many times you fail, have the courage to get up one more time. From Thomas Edison to Michael Jordan, there is one common thing in every successful person's story: their never give up mentality. As long as you don't give up yourself, no one can defeat you. So, always try one more time to achieve your goal. Because with every time you get back up, you get closer to your success. Friends, whenever the thought of giving up comes to your mind, ask yourself just one question. Am I prepared to give up on my dreams so easily? Then, friends, you must now understand that the most important thing to achieve something big is the right mindset. This mindset helps us win any challenge and gives us the strength to make our dreams come true. As you think, so you shall become. So, change your thinking, strengthen your beliefs, and start seeing every difficult situation as an opportunity. Remember, if you learn to give power to your thoughts, the whole world will be at your feet. If you liked this audiobook, please share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can listen to more such powerful and inspiring audiobooks. Let us know in the comments below, what is your biggest goal and what steps are you taking to achieve it?